That Baba Ahmed wants ADC against fielding Atiku. Says Tinubu knows how to defeat him. That's a very good advice because I think so too. He really knows how to defeat him because they've been in this game for a very long time. Yusuf Dat Baba Ahmed, former vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, has advised the African Democratic Congress (ADC), now backed by an opposition coalition, to avoid fielding former vice president Atiku Abubakar in the 2027 presidential race. Speaking in an interview with Trust TV, Baba Ahmed argued that Atiku, having run for president multiple times, as in the man should rest. The man should be tired by now, like rest now. You've run for multiple times, so he remains a predictable figure, whom the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) and President Bola Tinubu understand too well to defeat. If you bring out Atiku, they know how to work against Atiku. And he is welcome to win. If he wins, we will support him. He said, you need that candidate they cannot understand. They don't know where to catch you. And that is how to win election. And it is the truth. We emphasize that any serious coalition aiming to unseat Tinubu must recognize the president's deep political influence and capacity for long-term strategy. Any coalition that is coming together has to realize how powerful this individual called Tinubu is. Baba Ahmed wants somebody who schemed for 16 years to take it one day. Because, of course, he didn't just come to become our president. Just from nowhere. He's been planning. He's been scheming. There have been a lot of tactics, a lot of underground work before he finally became the president. The way he was coming and saying, Emilokon, you knew he was ready. He was prepared to do anything to get there. And he did everything to get there. So he had been scheming. So it would take somebody that really, they do not know his tactics. They don't have anything against him. That is the kind of person that can win this election. Apart from the fact that we know that they have INEC, they have the judiciary, that also counts too. Having somebody that is not predictable as a presidential candidate. Anyway, Baba Ahmed wants somebody who's scheming for 16 years to take it one day. He has done what nobody has done. Reflecting on Atiku's long-running presidential ambition, Baba Ahmed noted that the former PDP candidate had contested 6 times and appears set for a 7th attempt. They really, I don't know why Atiku is not even speaking to himself and say, okay, instead of contesting, let me support somebody. All those money, don't just waste it because it's going to waste again. Just put your weight behind somebody else. But it's almost as if the man, if he is not president, he's not going to be okay. He just wants that attachment, that tag attached to him. In the history of Nigerian presidents, he wants his name to be mentioned. And that's just what I think the man wants. You've tried and tried and tried, you've not won. Obviously, they already know your tactics, really. They do. He said, with due respect to Atiku consistently contested all the last 6. This will be the 7th one without let or hindrance. He said, tell me who from across the divide will stand up and say it must be that other individual that must be the president. And I'll take over from him after 8 years. Baba Ahmed concluded by urging the opposition to rethink its strategy and present a fresh, hard-to-predict candidate with wide appeal and a new political approach. I think so too. Olufemi Ajani says, no rest for you guys because you know your gathering is not for the interest of Nigeria, but for yourselves to grab power. And the ones that are there too, is it for the interest of Nigeria? The one that is there now, is he doing anything because of your interests? Olufemi. Adedoni says, therefore, fielding still with PO as vice is the only plausible way to go for now. To wrestle power out of Tiny is a lie. It is PO that should be the president. It should be PO that should be the president. Adedoni says, with due respect, does PO have the money to spend for election when compared to Tinubu? The answer is no. Who is this one? Adedoni, what are you saying? So, it is by money, Abi. That's what you people think. If somebody does not have money, you should not contest. The APC plays money politics. The only person that can match Tiny in terms of money politics is still Atiku. Atiku should use that his money to support Peter Obi now. Then they take person that one. That is what he should do rather than contest. Use that money to support Peter Obi. Use it to support. Anya Ifeanyi says, IDC listen and listen carefully. Don't make mistake. If you want to win 2027 election, put Obi and Dati together. The result will be excellent. Nigerians will have a new fresh air 2027. If ADC put Atiku, they will fail. Best Obi and Dati together. Pius says, APC are very much afraid of Obi. That one, we already know that one. Because they believe that Atiku is just a walkover for them. And they are praying hard, doing their mathematics to make sure that Atiku becomes the party flag bearer come 2027. Exactly. If Atiku becomes, they're just like, let's go and sleep. This one, there's no cause for alarm. They will not be worried. But if it is Obi, of course they are worried. Very, very worried. Gabi Obi Neme says, any ADC presidential candidate short of Obi is dead on arrival. I'm telling you, they should not just bother. They should not waste their time. People would rather have Tinubu there than have Atiku there. They would rather have Tinubu. They would want him to continue instead of having Atiku as the presidential candidate. Matthew Chegwe says, Obi Atiku cannot win Tinubu, but only Atiku Obi can win Tinubu, period. Please mark my word. I beg you, they mark your word. They talk rubbish. He told Gibran says, Oga, hold to your advice. The party knows what to do. Okay. Adebayo Stephen says, honestly, fresh candidate like you, Abi, everybody they fight for himself. Oga, that's a big call. Leave the rest to God. If you sit down for friends, they watch. Top Sign says, ADC should not need to feel that Atiku is a northerner since it is still the turn of the South to complete its 8 years tenure. Obi is good enough to replace Tinubu unless they want to play ethnic politics. Exactly. They should just feel Obi, simple and short. Ashegun Balogun says the same Atiku beat Obi in 2023. Where? People don't even know what you are saying. Somebody that they shifted to the third just to make sure that the people do not really argue a lot, but we know that they rigged the election and pushed him to the third and saying Atiku 1 second. I beg you, we should be Atiku 1 second. Next one says Atiku should rest. It's not Northern Stone. Exactly, I don't know. The man should rest. Just leave this thing. You can't. It's not by force. Okay, Chiku says fielding Atiku will be a big disaster. I don't think the mistake of 2023 will be allowed to reoccur. Let's wait and see what the coalition will do. At Emmanuel Agozi says, the voice crying in the wilderness, they should listen to Baba Ahmed. That's it now. Okay. Cordin says, if Atiku wins, it's bye-bye to rotational presidency going forward. Majority will carry the day. The rotation of the thing is even making this corrupt politician very bold to steal our commonwealth. Just look at APC, I'm telling you. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.